That's right, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast with Ali Oxenfree and Cali Rock.
Yo, we are back. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. I am your host, Ali Oxenfree, along with my brother.
For sure. The Cali Rock, Mr. Calligraphy NYC, in the place to be.
That's right. Hell yeah. Happy it's about to be New Year's, man. Happy pre-New Year's to everybody. Let's check it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year to all the peoples out there. Hope y'all passed a nice Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate. Yeah. Family Day, you know what I'm saying? However you want to call it. Hope y'all festive, staying warm out there and safe during these wild times. I'm not gonna say it's fucked up times because you know it's a perspective thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because 2020 could be pretty empowering at the same time.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And in this week's episode, we're gonna kind of delve into that. This is what the top 5 things that
I've learned from 2020.
That's right.
Because I'm pretty sure, you know, we all experience some life lessons along with this unprecedented historic year that we call 2020. It's been a year like no other that I've, you know, in my 45 years of being on this planet, I've never experienced anything like this, just from all angles, you know, from social, political, economic to health, spiritual, everything, you know. So that's why we decided to do 5 things I've learned from 2020. I actually seen a post from a young lady, a dope rapper named Imani Europe. I think that's her name. And she had, I think it was like 20 things that I've learned from 2020. And I was like, you know what? That's a show right there. She and I posted it. I think I at you, and she actually liked that too. You know how you press like, you know, when I said show idea.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a dope way to wrap up the year. I'm waiting for Uncle Murder's wrap up. I'm waiting to hear that. You know what I mean? Hear what he got to say lyrically on the 2020 tip. But you know, man, I ain't gonna lie, like I kind of call this, man. And you know, back in 2019, I used to get, you know, people used to ask me like, yo, you know, what you think 2020 is gonna be like? You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, what I said 2020 is gonna make sure that we all know that it's 2020. You know what I mean? And straight out the gate, it ain't waste no time, because I think like the first wild shit that happened was Kobe Bryant passing away. You know what I mean?
Beginning of the year, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The beginning of the year,
yeah. But I mean, you know, on a whole, I knew this was gonna be the introduction to a new way of life. You feel what I'm saying? And even when we get past this COVID thing, nothing will be the same as far as human civilization is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Right now we're seeing the seeds. The seeds were planted, but we seeing the plant fucking grow slowly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I learned a lot in 2020, man.
I seen somebody that posted on Instagram. They posted, if 2020 ain't made a hustle out of you, it just ain't in you. Something to that effect.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with that, and it also makes me the good thing about 2020 is that I truly do believe in that age old saying that whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's if you decide to learn from that situation and grow from it. But if you are alive today at the day before the end of the year, you lucky enough to still be here, man. It's a fortunate thing, because we all know people who were here at the beginning of the year and they're not here no more.
For sure, man.
Yeah, man.
Sure. And you know, that being said, I think that's a good segue into this countdown, man.
Yeah. Do you got a 5, or you want to just do a total 5? Because I have a 5.
No, I got a 5.
You got a 5?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you know what? To segue to what I'll go first if you don't mind. You know what I mean?
Do you think?
To segue to what we just said a moment ago. My number 5.
That's a lot of segues. That's a lot of segues.
Hell yeah! More. I might as well become a mall cop the way I just segue all around the place with this. Anyway,
there you go.
My number 5 thing that I've learned from 2020 is, and it's something that I say from time to time personally, I say you only get 80 to 100 years on the planet if you're lucky. Now that's if you're still alive. You haven't succumbed to a mysterious airborne AIDS-like disease called coronavirus. So this year, you know, a couple of coworkers I know are gone. A good friend of mine named William Hayes, he was a vehicle coordinator at the spot that I work at. Cool dude, Army vet and everything. And I just remember seeing him one day and then getting a call that he wasn't here no more, you know? It's a sad realization of, you know, what transpired over this year. You know, it's kind of scary in a sense too, man, because it's like in the beginning we all didn't really understand what's going on. We still don't really understand what's going on, but you know, a lot of us, including me, was, you know, a little bit skeptical about what this whole thing was.
We didn't realize the magnitude of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It went around the world so fucking fast, and then at the same time, we also dealing with protests in the streets and shit like this.
Yeah. It's a lot at one time. It's
the George Floyd thing. To this day, I still didn't watch that video because I can't do it. I refuse to just put that malnutrition in my head. It's unfortunate. Rest in peace to him, and condolences and prayers to his family. But that, a couple along with just people just that were here one day and just no longer here because of this thing called COVID-19. It just really I'm trying to appreciate. This is one thing that I'm trying to do with precious moments that I might have, whether it's with friends, loved ones, significant others. When I'm in the moment, if it's a dinner, conversation, making love, whatever it is, I try to stop for a second and take in what exactly I'm experiencing at this moment. Because a lot of times we just go through the experiences that we have. We never sit back and say, oh, this is beautiful. This conversation that I'm having is beautiful. Yeah, go ahead.
So not to cut you. So you're saying that like when you be up in the guts, like you stop and you're like, man, this is beautiful.
In a sense, but I don't necessarily do that in a literal sense. But while I'm here, while I'm, you know, up in them guts, you know what I mean? While her back is, you know, facing me, and I'm you know what I mean? I'm just, you know, I'm trying to extend the connection. You know what I mean? If it's a kiss that I'm having with a woman, I want to really, you know, experience it and not just to get from A to B, to get from the kissing to the fucking to the this and to the that. You know what I mean? If it's a conversation that I'm having with a friend, I'm not just trying to get through it and make a point. I'm actually trying to, you know, see if I can learn something, see if I can add on to something, see if I can build. You know, just more living in the moment is what I'm pretty much saying by saying you only get 80 to 100 years on this planet, and that's if you're lucky. You know, just enjoying the moments that we have in in the current state. You know, I don't think we do that, living in the moment, being mindful, as some of the yogis and stuff would say, just being mindful of your current experience. That's my number 5. Yeah.
Big shout to all the essential workers and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, who's going through this. To you know, everyone who's lost a loved one, or anyone that's battling the sickness right now. Like you said, I didn't really realize the gravity, the magnitude of this thing until you don't realize until it really hits home. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, big shout to my cousin Dariel. You know, he had a stroke because of this thing. He pulled through. Big shout to my sister. Her boyfriend Rick is kind of going through it right now.
Wow.
You know, he had a stroke. I'm not sure if it's due to COVID, but regardless of what, you know, big shout to him. Prayers going up. Hope he pulled through. But that all ties in with this demon that is 2020, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, this is a historic year. I've never seen anything like. I've never experienced a year like this. Right.
Yeah.
Now I try to step outside of it and outside of the talk, and I'm like, yo, have I really seen a year like this, or is it just because of what's being said? Has there ever been a year in my, how old are you? 45? I'm like, all right, so if you're 45, that means I'm 43. Right. So
44. But
44. I mean 44. 42. We can keep going low. Right, no. But you know, like, I'm trying to think, like, is it just because of the events that happened that makes this one of, if not the worst year ever, or is it just something, you know, has there really been a worse year, a year worse than 2020?
I mean, what has happened? We're in a financial lockdown. We're in quarantine. People's losing businesses. People's losing lives. Relationships are being fractured because of this. Kids are not. You know what's crazy? I was talking to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Samar. Shout out to my niece Kayla. She was telling me, like, you know, with the homeschooling, you know, my niece is 11, probably going on 12. She's about to go to junior high school. And she said that with the kids being home, the teachers are trying. She said the teachers be trying, but them kids, she said, even I, as an adult, can't imagine sitting down in front of a computer and trying to be enthusiastic. You know what I mean? The kids are falling asleep, all of that. They're not getting movement. They're not getting interaction, no energy from nobody. It's a whole new.
It's a whole new chapter in human human civilization, man. Like, that you know, I'm gonna get to my number 5 right now, but you touched on something interesting. This home training, the homeschooling. It's like, you know, academics aside, kids being social, that's part of the growing up process.
Absolutely.
And they missing out on that right now. We're about to hit the anniversary of this COVID thing, I think in like March, and that'll mark a whole year of these changes. You know what I'm saying? So I just pray that things will change down the line, and I believe it will. We'll get through this. It's gonna take some time, but it's just an interesting moment in history, man. My number 5 on the list of things that I learned in 2020, or 2020 has taught me, is courage. Courage. You know what I mean? In the midst of all this stuff, man, just trying not to get spooked.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Because it's so different. It's so different. Life has changed like so dramatically. You know what I'm saying? You know, really didn't predict this coming down the pipeline at all. You feel what I'm saying? At all. You know, and you know, back in the days, where, you know, like say, you know, people would ask you what you think the future would look like. And, you know, like a lot of sci-fi movies and stuff, and they show the people with like the gas masks on and, you know, looking like kind of post-apocalyptic. This is that. This is that. This is that. I never thought in a million years that you could be looking at a basketball game or wrestling or event, you know what I'm saying, just the other day, and looking at, you know, boxing and stuff like that. And in the audience, it's screens.
Yeah.
That's some future shit.
That is some, Mm-hmm.
That's some future shit.
Everything that's going on, if they put that into a movie and showed it to me, I'd be watching it like it's a movie, but it's real. This is really happening.
And at the same time, you know, you like you said, we kind of came into this kind of skeptic. You feel what I'm saying? And like, because then it's like at the end of all of it, you still kind of ask yourself, is this planned?
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Like,
it makes you wonder.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to, you know, trigger anybody out there or try, you know, come with conspiracy stuff like that. But I know a lot of times, you know, like me, I take different things in consideration. I don't rule anything out. And while most of me believes that this isn't planned, I can't help but to think, is this some kind of form of population control or a way to just start things over in a weird way? You feel what I'm saying? Because there are powers that be. There are powers that be out there that will, and not even the powers that be. There's people who take this as an opportunity to kind of manipulate things. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you know, a lot of stuff that a lot of the forces and people that's pulling the strings, you're not going to see them.
No. You don't. If you see them, they ain't the ones running the show. The bosses, they never see the bosses.
You never see the bosses.
Never see the bosses. You see the soldiers. You see the politicians and those who represent the billionaires who really make. And this is not conspiracy theory. No. Read a book called "Behold the Pale Horse." I keep saying that a lot. And in this book, he was talking about population control by the whim of the quote unquote elites, the people who really run the country. There's an agenda to depopulate the United States, the planet for that. And who knows, like if I was a villain and I wanted to depopulate, you know, I would, you know, do something like set off a virus that'll kind of like cut down the weak. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Poison the water supply.
They trying to kill us on every front. And not only that, water is about to be monetized in the form of like stocks and shit. They about to put that shit on the market.
I heard something like that.
Yeah. So, you know, and it's to somebody's benefit if you do that product becomes something that is a little bit scarce.
Yeah.
You know, you create scarcity to build up a demand for something that's, you know, and then you make money off of it. You know? That's why our health system constantly treats people and doesn't cure people, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what the vaccine is going to be. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Not to cut you, man. And that's why I take this social media thing and all outlets of media with a grain of salt, because it's like an attack on your mind. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of regulations to this stuff.
Oh no.
It's you know, it's people putting facts along with stuff that's not facts out there, and you know, you got to decipher. That's why my number 5 is courage, because it's a crazy time. It's a lot of this stuff is cutting out, you know, it's between the haves, almost between the haves and the have-nots. You feel what I'm saying? All of this stuff has an adverse effect on society. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of businesses get shut down. A lot of, you know, it's just like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like the government kind of wiping out. I don't want to say the government, but again, this domino effect of people trying to be independent.
Yeah.
They're being put in a situation where they can't be independent, and now they have a reliance on the machine even more.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
now control kind of squeezes people. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
but
that's big what you just said. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's why I say in these times it really taught me a lot about having courage. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you got to try to stay stay vigilant and have your courage game up. Again, I'm pretty optimistic and fight, hang in there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people being depressed around these times and stuff like that. Hold tight, because that's what they want you to do. And there's nothing worse than being desperate.
Yeah.
Desperate, a desperate person is a dangerous person.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, this thing really taught me a lot about being having courage and being courageous in these wild ass goddamn times,
Yeah. They say courage and bravery isn't just a lack of bravery. It is still being afraid at the current moment and saying, fuck it, I'm gonna go on anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That's true courage. You could be scared and be like, damn, man, things are going crazy, but you know what? I got to keep going. I got to keep going. Even though I'm terrified, even though I'm uncertain about what's going to happen, I got to keep going. That's true. That's true courage.
Yeah, man. I'm me personally, I'm going through a lot of fucking adversity. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, I'm at this moment, and just like everyone else.
Yeah.
But I'm learning that you just got to hold on. Not every day is the same, and you got to fight through it. You know what I mean? Fight through it, because there's better days to come, everybody. This is, don't make this shit fuck you up. Fuck 2020. We about to head into 2021, and shit gonna be fucking looking up, man. That's my number 5.
My number 4 is out of the 5 lessons that I learned from 2020. I learned that the universe favors discipline, and I learned that in that something as, you know what?
I love that one. I like that one. I love that. That was almost on my list. Discipline.
Yeah. Discipline is like something that I'm really learning, because it's I won't say that I've been a totally undisciplined person, but in certain aspects of my life, in terms of like procrastinating about certain things, I'm learning that type of living, it just doesn't serve me well, and it hasn't served me up until for many years, in many instances. If you want an amazing body physically, you want to get the 6-packs, the arms, the traps, the back. Well, it takes discipline. You have to get up. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, you got a little. I see a little, like some bite. Yeah, man, this guy, he's in shape. He gets it. Yeah.
Ain't nothing little. I'll let you know that. Ain't
Pause.
Nothing little.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. But discipline at the end of the day, to get things done, to get up, to get out and get something, as Goody Mob used to say back in the days. I think as human beings, we naturally are pleasure monkeys, that they would call it.
Wow.
Everybody wants to feel comfortable.
Hey, check this out.
Yeah.
I ain't no pleasure monkey, bro. Pleasure monkey.
Yo, pleasure monkeys.
That's the first time I've ever heard a term.
You never heard that? Yes, I heard the term pleasure monkeys, meaning that human beings, we naturally are comfortable with environments that doesn't stress us out. You know what I mean?
Sounds like human beings are racist. Pleasure monkey.
But the person I heard that term from, he was a white guy, but he was talking about humans as a whole. You know what I mean? Human beings, like for instance, I was watching Lord Jamar podcast today, you know what I mean, podcast, and he was talking about the virus, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, next time I'm with somebody, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna call her a pleasure monkey, man.
Oh yeah, you should.
Little pleasure monkey, yo.
Especially if you hit her from the back and she be like, ooh, 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 ah, ah,
oh.
Shit. It's a pleasure monkey. She, you know what I mean? It's hurting her a little bit. She's like, ah, 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 ah. Yeah, you fucking pleasure monkey. Yo, this went all over the place.
Back to what you back to what I was saying. Man. Back to what you talking about.
No, but he was saying basically the vaccine, for instance, it may come a time where they make it so that you cannot get on like this plane I'm on now. I'm on the private right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the private right now. You know what I mean? Hold on. It's a little bit turbulence. Hold on. I think we had
every episode. This guy. Yeah, you on the plane?
I do big. Yeah, I'm on the private. You know what I mean?
Okay,
G4, G7.
PJ.
Yeah. I just left what is it? Clearport? That's what they call it? Yes. Teterboro or some shit like that. Teterboro. I just came from Teterboro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he was he was just saying that with the vaccine, they might make it so that to get on a plane, you got to show proof that you took the vaccine.
It's happening already.
Exactly. But people can turn it around if everybody say, you know what, we're not fucking with that. We're gonna bankrupt the commercial airline businesses, but that takes discipline. You know what I mean? And he was saying also, it might come a point where they're not letting your kids in. Because is it really discipline if you say, I'm not going to take the vaccine, but I'm going to get my kids vaccinated so they can go to school? That's not discipline either. Discipline is saying, you know what? Shirley up the block is home. She knows such and such homeschooling. We're going to send all our kids over to Shirley, over to Mabel, over to this one. And you have a community that's teaching their kids. That's discipline.
Okay, so now check this out. Mm-hmm. With the scenario that you just painted there, who do you think are going to be the ones to comply? To be like, fuck it, That's going to be like, yo, you know what? I took the vaccine, whatever, They just want to. You got people out there, and sorry, not to cut you, man. Mm-hmm. You got people out there that would understand what you're talking about and be like, to hell with that shit.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna just think. You feel what I'm saying?
I heard Lupe was telling people to get the vaccine off the road.
Yeah. At which point, the focus will then be on all of those people. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So again, you know, the powers that be, they play the long-term game. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it could be another divisive way to have separations between those who have and those who don't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's only a matter of time. Look how many people love to travel. Every time you look, you know, people like, you know, posting pictures of them on vacation. Mm-hmm. How long is it before they crack? You know, it sounds good to say.
Yeah. But a lot of people gonna crack easily.
They're gonna crack.
If people, it's gonna be people, including myself, many others who might work for a governmental organization or a municipality, a city organization or whatever, that might be trying to get their employees to take the, you know what I mean, the vaccine. Now, if you're adamant about it, you're really going to have to sit and say, do I really want to, you know, go ahead with it? And just, you know, even though I'm apprehensive, even though that this vaccines usually take years before they put it out, even though I know that the government is known for testing on my people, Tuskegee experiment, even though I know all of these things, saying, you know what, this time, all right, it's gonna work. It'll be fine. I don't, you know what I mean? It's a lot of people's going crack. People that need travel for work, and people that just want to go to Cancun. They're just fiending to get out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People have to kind of train themselves now into not so much focusing on the right now. Try to if you wanna play their game, try to think about the effects of all of this stuff and what will happen in the long term. If you can try to think beyond your nose, you will have a better chance or a clearer vision of what is possibly, in line to come. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
That's what's going on right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of the brick and mortar places are shut down, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And these powers that be, whether or not you want to look at them as evil or progressive, however, you feel what I'm saying? They're imposing on your free will, and they're finding ways to move things. These are like, top tier people in the stock market. It's no different from that. You feel what I'm saying? If you look at the stock market and look at what's doing well and what's not doing well, a lot of it is in response to what's going on right now.
Oh yeah.
You could kind of see where the power players, what they predicting and what they know is going to happen. You feel what I'm saying? So, I understand, get high, have some sex, you know what I'm saying? Go party, fuck it, knock yourself out. But try to train yourself into thinking about the long term. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the game that they're playing right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's no coincidence why a lot of this stuff is happening. Look at the streaming services, right? And look at the timing in which a lot of them came out.
Yeah.
Right? A time where a lot of people are home. You kind of do you think it's a coincidence why, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden we have all of these streaming services.
Oh yeah.
This was not thought of overnight. They, these things are, you get what
Oh yeah. They adapted. The situation changed. They adapt. They keep going forward.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't one night. Let's have Disney Plus. Disney Plus was Disney Plus before this pandemic. You feel what I'm saying? But it was ready to go during this pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is the blue chip companies and the top tier people, they know what's going on. Not to, what we going into? Number 4?
Yeah.
What that was you said your number 4?
Yeah, universe favors discipline. And that goes to from everything from working out to making your stances on what your beliefs are and what your ideology is as far as this COVID-19 vaccine is. I started looking up like China and their COVID-19 vaccine. Like I want to know, like, what are they putting out? What is China going to give to their people? And it's go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, and I was reading up on it, and it sounds, I don't know, it just sounds a little bit like I probably would trust their vaccine over our vaccine for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, I know China and Russia have been have been giving out their vaccines before us with our vaccines. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They was heavy into just like jumping out. They was drinking the goddamn vaccine, a couple months before we start administrating them. You know what I'm saying? So it is interesting. You know, places like that, China and Russia and stuff like that. We don't know too much what's going on. On their side, you feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times we're kept in the dark on purpose. You feel what I'm saying? You know.
When you start learning that other countries are giving their people COVID relief funds like $2,000 a month or $700 whatever a month, whatever it is a month, they're getting something a month. And then when we in America is supposed to be the greatest, the most richest country in the world, and motherfuckers gave us $600 one time, and then it might give us $600 again, and then motherfuckers like Trump is like laying shit down. You know what I mean? Like, did you see that video of him like talking about everything that's in that COVID bill that they're not telling us about? It's crazy. It's like a 14, I forgot how many minute video. I'm not a Trump supporter. I didn't vote for the man. None of that shit. He's racist. All of the motherfuckers are racist. He just don't give a fuck. That's all it is. That's the only difference between Trump and Biden and all these other crackers that's up in there.
He's more vocal about his book.
Yeah, he don't care. He's like the retarded brother that you got that don't, you know what I mean? He gonna run around the field. I have one pizza. He don't care. He don't care at all. You know what I'm saying? But in the thing, he was just breaking down like, okay, in this bill, they want to give money to Indonesia for these people or this country for that shit. All types of shit that don't have nothing to do with COVID-19 and the people in this, you know what I mean, in this country. It's amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what I learned, what I've seen so far is a lot of this shit we just winging.
Yeah.
A lot of it is just us.
Yeah.
Just
A perfect example of us winging it is closing down restaurants. You cannot eat inside of a restaurant, but you can eat outside of an inside enclosure in a restaurant. So you having people eating outside in a enclosed environment, like that shit ain't going to spread the virus. We are really winging it, and I feel sorry for a lot of these restaurants and these pubs and these businesses, these bars and shit, because I know they're going through it. You know what I mean? Our government is not providing any help for them. $2,000 would be nice, but one time, you know what I mean? Nobody's bills is going to stop. You know?
Well, that ties into my number 4, which is resilience. You know what I'm saying? Being resilient. 2020 has really taught me how to be resilient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? During these trying times. And like you said, you know, like these restaurants, they trying their best. You know what I'm saying? And at any given moment, they'll get they'll be told to shut it down.
Yeah.
And then they'll try their best to find a way, how can they still have revenue come in? And that's why you see a lot of these outside dining places, like you said, it's like oxymoron. It's like they outside, but then they made a closed environment to be outside. It's just wackadoo shit.
It's wackadoo.
But it's training you to have some type of ingenuity and make shit fucking work.
Yeah,
make it work. You know what I'm saying? It's almost the equivalent of being outside fucking camping at this point.
At this point,
Point, you know, you gotta, pull up your bootstraps and make it work, man. And 2020 is, in more ways than one, taught me, not taught me, but made me hone in on those. All right, okay, we gotta fight then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta fight.
Yeah.
You know? And the thing is, I can't be here knowing that this shit is going on and being affected by this shit, and knowing that there's people out there that's not being affected by it at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we're not
doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the people that's pulling the strings and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because although we're going through all of this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And yes, Trump came down with the COVID-19. he's fine now, this, that, and the third. But you got a lot of people out there, they not shaking in their boots.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay, we got to get through this bullshit, and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not letting this shit sway me, not in the fucking least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for the fucking fight. God forbid, and prayers up, to keep everybody fucking healthy.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk all of this because at the end of the day, health is gonna keep your motor running. But it's like, yo, come on, man. Hang in there. Let's because in history we've been through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? To say that, oh, this never happened. Nah, we got through polio, we got through smallpox, all this type of shit. And this is just another moment in history of disease.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A virus.
Yeah.
That we have to overcome. I'm very confident in science. I'm not gonna make too much shit fucking spook me, but you gotta stand sturdy. Stand sturdy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Resilience. Resilience is my number 4.
I hear you, man. All right. So we move into number 3.
Yeah.
The 5 things that I've learned from 2020. My number 3 is, it's more like a statement. I'll just say it's like a whole statement. Basically, the only thing that separates you from taking advantage of different ways to make money is your lack of knowledge. A lot of us don't have knowledge in certain things and don't realize that, the average, I'll say for the average working person who's getting up every day and going to work and relying on one source of income, you are going to continue to be on what they call the rat race by living that way. They don't teach you that in America, especially, that you gain wealth from having multiple streams of income. And that is majority of the times in the form of real estate investments, stock and bond investments, things of that nature, or as an entrepreneur, having a business, so we don't, and even even if you know that, a lot of times people don't take in consideration the things within those things that I just said of ways of making money. And a new one that I learned was motherfucking vending machines. And I never really thought about it. I'm like,
yeah, you talked to me about that.
Yeah. You go into certain establishments. It could be a barbershop, it could be a community center, somebody's, it could be a building or a social club, a community center, whatever. And you'll see a vending machine there. No one ever thinks somebody owns that vending machine. Like, it's not necessarily the owner of the barbershop who put it there. It could have been his homeboy that was like, yo, son, you got a thing? Yo, let me put my vending machine in there. Or it could have been somebody from the neighborhood, you got an establishment. I say, you know what? I'm going to buy a vending machine. I'm going to put it in there. And motherfuckers is making an extra, I don't know, a couple $100 a month just by having it. And if you got multiple all over the place, that's $1,000 investment that you could put in. And this is just one way of making money. There's a whole bunch of ways, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just even down to, you learning, getting your properties, you might not have known that the house hack is a way that motherfuckers get into the real estate game. You know what I mean? I learned that from fucking going to a Rich Dad Poor Dad seminar, and the motherfucker brought it down. Get a multifamily house, live in one, put motherfuckers in the other one, live in there for a while, use the equity or whatever to get up your money to buy another house, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. You know what I mean?
So what you saying, 2020, you said knowledge. You said doing the knowledge.
Yeah, pretty much. All what stands between a lot of people, who stands between poverty and abundance, or just getting out of the rat race. A lot of times it's just the knowledge. People just don't know, and a lot of times they're too lazy to get the knowledge.
That's what I was just about to get at. You know what I mean? you know, you got some people who don't mind not doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine too. That's fine too. But you know, to each his own. To each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like you saying on your list is discipline. Discipline combined with that other thing on your list, knowledge.
Yeah.
That's a powerful fucking thing.
Very
and
powerful.
And a lot of times people, you know what I'm saying, they just don't have the discipline to go forth and do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, I believe very much in what you say, because exactly what you say, that shit saved my goddamn life.
Yeah.
That shit saved my life.
Yeah.
Now, I mean that literally. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, the knowledge is out there.
It's out there, bro. I'm learning. I watched one video with this guy. He used to be a scammer. You know what I mean? But he knew like certain tricks on how to just increase your credit score, score. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of people out there who want to get into, you know, real estate and things of that nature, or just be able to buy a car or whatever. There's so many ways that you can increase your credit score that you don't know because you don't know. That's it. You just lack the knowledge, you know what I mean? And then you live life in a certain way in accord of the knowledge that you had.
Yeah.
And aspiring for more. But the only thing that's keeping you from that is just you know, learning certain things that these motherfuckers knew for years. They just kept us out of it.
And that is how the enemy wins.
Yeah.
They win off your ignorance.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, if the zenith of your attention is on you know, just shit that, you know, if you can't see past your nose, and you know, if just partying and having the latest pair of J's and, you know what I mean, fucking and shit like that, if that holds you down, then that's cool. But you know, if I'm a capitalist, I'll play off of that shit. I'll play off of your ignorance.
That's exactly what they do. They play off of our anger. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The more you're in the dark, is the better for fucking me. No problem. You know what I mean? And they've been doing that shit for fucking years.
Forever.
You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. You looking fresh and you up on the latest shit, and you're not playing the stock market.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You can call them lame and nerds and looking thing all they want. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? You just become a battery. You're a battery. You feel what I'm saying? You making other people fucking rich. And in these trying times, I'm telling you, you know, 2020 is going to be the benchmark year where either you get it or you don't. You feel what I'm saying? Because shit is not going to be easy. You see all that, I'm going to open a beauty salon, or I'm going to open brick and mortars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, I used to have dreams of like, you know, oh man, I want to open this and, you know, have a fly sneaker spot, a fly clothing boutique and da. Wow. Go take a walk outside right now. It's done. It's done.
It's done.
In the blink of an eye, it's done. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to kind of fine tune your mind, you know, if not for you, for your offspring, on trying to find a way how to do this life thing beyond 2020, because I'm telling you, everything will be different. The whole way of living will be different from here on out. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give a quick example of exactly what I just said. The only thing that separates you from taking advantage of different ways to make money is through your lack of knowledge. I bought Bitcoin, for instance, right? I purchased November 19, 2018. I spent $2. Bitcoin is probably like $20-something thousand a coin or something like that. And it's in like the teens in thousands of dollars of one coin. But you can purchase pieces of a coin or a percentage of a coin. So November 19, 2018, I purchased a piece of a coin worth $2, right? Then the same day I purchased another piece, $3. Then June 6th, 2019, I purchased a piece, $5. June 27th, 2019, $10. I spent another $5.28 on February 19th of this year. Then November 19th, I spent another $4. So that equals.
Wow, you really went down the line.
Because I'm looking at it. I want to show people real time. It's like this real time. Yeah. So my total purchase that I spent on this little piece of Bitcoin was $29. That was the last payment I made of this year. So it equals up to $29. That little piece that I bought earned me $65. So my investment, my $20-something investment is now $94.
Bravo, man.
And this is an example of a micro level. You know what I'm saying? Like if I invested like $1,000 or something like that, could you imagine how much that would have been worth right now? That'd have been an extra couple of G's.
You did the knowledge, brother.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's my point, is all it is motherfuckers just lacking knowledge. All you got to do is sit. We have everything here. You got Audible, you got books, you know what I mean? You got motherfuckers on the internet. Do not waste your time just surfing. Get your knowledge. I know you, when you was looking for your second house, you found a mentor. You got the knowledge. You sought out somebody who's in that realm of where you trying to go. Motherfuckers, especially black people, unfortunately, and I can say that because I'm a black person. I know black people. I've only been around black people for the majority of my life. You cannot be scared to get some knowledge. You cannot be scared to pick up a fucking book and read. You cannot be scared to watch a documentary. If you want to play this game called life. Now, if you want to be in a rat race, fine. Just get up every day, go to work, come home. Don't complain about your life or whatever. I'm not saying that it's easy, but knowledge, especially knowledge applied. You know what I mean? Don't just, because I've been that type of person, is to have a myriad of knowledge on everything and not apply the shit. You have to apply what you learn. You have to, or else you're wasting your time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad that you said that last part, because it's a maturity level.
Yeah,
it's a maturity level, and can you see me?
Nah, I just see your name.
That's yeah, someone was trying to call me. Yeah, so I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times, I mean, people are just cool with where they at, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I noticed is that we can spit all of this shit that we want. If people are okay with where they at and the part that they play in society, you can't if someone is cool with being a consumer, then they're gonna be a consumer. You feel what I'm saying? You talking boss talk. You feel what I'm saying? So that's gonna translate to the people aspiring to be bosses.
Yeah.
So it's with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? People who wanna do what you're speaking of, then the message hits home. But we have a strong majority of people who are just okay with getting by and just surviving. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of our people. But what I'm liking is that, because of social media, because of more of the information being available out there, you have more and more of our people who's subscribing to changing that narrative. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? There's more people like you out there. There's more people like me out there. And like I was talking to you the other day, man, I just wish that hey, fuck it, that we have more fucking years. But the dope shit is that you're planting the seeds.
Yeah, that's
planting seeds. And that's a dope look. You're seeing more and more people of color getting it. they understanding it. It's hitting home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're learning how to play the game like how the big boys play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, at the same time looking fresh and fly, you know, and being cool like how we like. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, being less reliant on the system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Doing the knowledge, man, that's very important. You know, if anything you can get out of 2020, this 2020 experience is getting the knowledge and applying it. You know I mean, which
absolutely.
Is that was what, your number 3?
Number 3, yeah.
All right, so I go into my number 2?
Yeah. Did you do number 3?
No, I gotta do my number 3.
Yeah.
My number 3 is the number 3 thing that 2020 has taught me or shown me is being focused. You know, just kind of turning up the volume and raising my focus level. You feel what I'm saying? Boy, 2020, because it's easy to lose focus.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's easy to lose focus.
Yeah.
And I can say personally, I've experienced losing focus. You know what I mean? And the minute I lost focus, I paid the price for it. I paid the price for it. And tying into 2020, you know what I'm saying? 2020 has taught me to remain focused. You feel what I'm saying? Now, you see it, the present climate, COVID and people losing, people becoming unemployed and people losing their lives and stuff like that, this, that, and the third. It kind of, it's a reality check as far as like, yo, you know what? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So be on your dean. Be on your dean.
Yeah.
And if you have a purpose or a calling, right now more than ever is the best time for you to remain and stay focused on your purpose.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And 2020 really showed me, because I consider myself a focused person. Obviously, I'm still growing. We all learning, and you could always tweak things and strengthen things. But I tell you one thing, boy, I'm more focused than ever.
Yeah.
2020 has created
a monster.
Look, you know how some people, it's a little term, little term, and I'm a monster trainer. Bro, you know me, me. Right? Okay, so when I tell you 2020 has awakened my hustle monster more than ever.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It you know what it's like? It's like you got to get angry. Like, you know what? Nah, I'm not going down with the ship. I'm going to, because if I can survive these times, if I can rise in these times, could you imagine how I'm going to do when things get a little bit easier? This is the time to be doing it. You know what I mean? The measure of a man is definitely going to be shown during tough times. When things are easy, who you are during those times, that's cool. But who are you really when shit gets tough? That goes for as a person, as a self, how you are as a human being. That goes for relationships. If you're in a relationship, you really don't know who the fuck you with until shit gets really deep. Shit gets bad. Then you really see, okay, this motherfucker's really for me because this motherfucker's still here. But that nigga's out, that person out doing the little shit, then you the universe is showing you. You know what I'm saying? You really don't know who you are until time gets really tough. That's the true measure of a man, of a woman, is how they react and how they acquiesce and how they move and how they continue. Do they continue or they just fold?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's definitely what 2020 is going to show a lot of us. Yeah. Where we measure up as human beings. Are we really as smart? Are we really as tough? Are we really about that life? We really are. This situation has really made me sit down and look at my life and say, you know what? This is where I'm fucking up at. This is where I need to rise up at. And I'm the type of person, I haven't always been that, but I want to survive. I want to keep going. I want to thrive. I want to overcome. I got revenge business is real. The revenge business coming out soon on Rembrandt Raps Presents. Y'all gonna see. But yeah, man, I'm it's changing me into something that that it's not as humble as I once was. I can't be that no more.
No, well, I'll send this many times, look up the word humble in the dictionary. It's not so popular. You feel what I'm saying? Humble in the dictionary is not, people translate in a figurative sense, but the actual meaning of humble, you don't want no part of that. You feel what I'm saying? But I get it when people say it. But yeah, desperate times, these are desperate times. And like we was discussing, a desperate person is a dangerous fucking person. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And, during 2020, it's very important to remain focused, put your blinders on, your hater blockers on, and try to have tunnel vision towards the goal. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be moments, you got everyone, if whatever you plan on doing, you could do it, but it's what happens between here where you're executing it and the goal. Everything in between is what you need to worry about. You're gonna get here. But it's what happens in between getting there that you gotta worry about. You feel what I'm saying? And if you keep your focus going, you know what I'm saying, you can achieve that. And 2020 is a hell of a year to apply that and reap the benefits. You feel what I'm saying? Like you say, if you can get through this, the rest of these years is a breeze. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Inshallah. Hell yeah, man.
I mean, that was my number 3.
Okay. My number 2 of 5 things that I've learned from 2020 is if you do your part, just to do your part and just show up. Just do your part. There's a saying, you take 1 step towards Allah and Allah will take 2 steps towards you. That means that, like you're saying, with goals and things of that matter, if you got something that you're trying to do, be honest about who you are and your expression and honestly go for it. Don't waste your time or people's time or things of that nature. If you go for it, you'll start to figure out that the universe, like I said, the universe favors discipline. So if you apply, you're doing your part in what you're trying to do and accomplish, you'll start to see that life and the universe itself, things around you will start to kind of like move in your favor almost. You know what I mean? To kind of allow things to happen, So
what's the number 2?
My number 2 is, oh damn, my phone just locked. Jesus Christ. Oh man, great. This would be definitely at it.
I know you just said it, but I'm trying to
do your part. It. Just do your part. Do your part. And everybody knows what their part is in their own story.
You've been saying that to me lately. You've been saying that to me.
Yeah, just do your part. And we have private conversations. You did your part. What you're about to go through. And you know what I mean? It's, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is show up. Do your part. What is your part? You know what your part is in your life's journey. Everybody knows what their part is, and everybody knows when they slack on that. You know what I'm saying? And then when and then your life starts reflecting that slacking. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I ain't been getting up like I said I've been, wanting to do. I want to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't been getting up extra early to do that jogging. I ain't got no time. Nigga, everybody got time. When you home and you sitting by yourself, you know the times that you're bullshitting. I do. I know the times when I'm bullshitting, and I could be doing something that is furthering my the expectancy and the goals that I want to accomplish. I know the times when I'm bullshitting myself, and then I realize when I do decide to get 10 toes deep and do my part, that's when things start to change. You know what I'm saying? That's when opportunities start to come. It's like the skies start opening up. Oh shit, this was available for me, and all I had to do was just get up an extra hour early, or do this, or do. Everybody knows what is required of them, and what their goals are, and what the things that they love in life. It goes in line with the whole discipline thing, but I'm really learning that if you do your part, you just show up, Allah will help you. The universe will help you. It's in your favor. We just don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? It's in your favor. It's in your work. Prayer without works is dead. You know what I mean? You just can't pray or wish or hope for something to happen. It takes some supreme action. And if you just show up, the world will open up for you.
You're preaching the sermon right now, man.
Yeah.
Preaching the sermon right now. Word up.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just show up. Just show up. Do your part. That's all. That's all you gotta do in life is do your part. I don't know all the answers, but I'm realizing if you do your part, the world will start to open up for you in weird ways. Weird shit will start happening to you. Weird
no one
shit.
has all the answers. No one
has all the answers. But I'm telling you, weird shit will start to happen. If I always equate it to like working out and things, because that's a personal goal of mine. I got a body type that I'm looking to achieve within myself. Yeah. Is somebody
like what, Schwarzenegger?
No. It's a guy. Matter of fact, it's a guy you follow. A guy on Instagram. I can't remember this guy's name, but his physique is something that I admire. Okay. But I see his workouts. You know what I'm saying? His routines. Mm-hmm. And even his calisthenics is no joke. Right. But you know what I mean? And to try to do them off the rip, it would be challenging. You know what I mean? But you can do something. You know what I mean? I cannot say I want to look a certain way and then say, damn, I should do 100 push-ups a day. You know what I'm saying? And then let the days go by, you know what I mean? And not do those 100 push-ups a day, but still want to have that physique that I want. It doesn't work like that.
So that's doing your part.
That's doing your part. Just do your part. And that goes into whatever, you know what I mean? Searching for a job, starting a business. You have to just do your part. You know what your part is. Everybody knows what their part is in this thing called life. Just do your part. When you neglect to do your part, then you know what I mean? Things take that much longer. It'll be another day of you not accomplishing or getting closer to that goal. You know what I mean? It's like they say the universe God, or whatever you want to call this thing, it is my belief that this thing called the universe, called God, it's not about right and wrong, good or bad. You are the God that controls your universe, and what you do with it is how it will determine whether or not it's going to go a certain way. Now, chance, is something out of control. You could walk outside and get hit by a car. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But the things that you can control can and will change your life in the way that you want it to go if you decide to participate in the manner that you're supposed to. You know what I mean?
Do you think that, God forbid, something happens to you, right, tomorrow, do you think that you have made impact on people's lives, people that you care about? You know what I'm saying? You know, do you think you made an impact on lives enough to exist more than just a good memory?
There is it's a dope saying that I heard. It's when people say,
Keanu Reeves.
huh?
It's not Keanu Reeves.
No. No. I know that saying when he says, what happens to you when you die? And he's beautifully said that, well, I know that people who love you will miss you. And that's a guarantee. That's what happens when you die. The people who love you will miss you.
Right.
Damn. I lost my fucking train of
thought. No, I asked you, do you think that you you know, God forbid something happens?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know what? I would hope so. But the knowledge that I have now, and the plans that I have, it is no guarantees in life, but it's a greater likelihood if I continue to do what I'm supposed to do.
That's what I'm about to say. Do you have in your mind things that you will want to accomplish? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That would ring throughout the ages. You know what I'm saying? To you know,
yes,
to have a, you know, to help me out here.
Oh yeah. That, you know what? The generational curse that I want to break is leaving behind a bill, as opposed to a will. That bars. Yeah. I'll start from because the story of your life is going to be told by the people who are around when you're not. So, but the only thing you can do is to try to break the generational curses that you have, that your family has had. My mom passed away. My grandmother had to pay for her funeral. My dad passed away. I had to go to the city to get money to cremate him. You know what I mean? And I don't know about his parents, and my grandmother, she passed. She didn't have a lot to leave, but there's going to be people behind that's going to be related to me that's going to have to, you know, deal with the my situation when I transcend. The least thing I can do is, at least, if I'm not going to leave no jewels behind, I could leave some physical jewels. I could leave them a start. You know what I mean? I could leave them in some type of inheritance, something.
Now, has 2020 turned up the volume on that?
Absolutely, because my good friend William Hayes is no longer here. He's no longer here. So I cannot look at life like I'm just going to be here. Like automatically tomorrow, I'm just going to, I could, God forbid, inshallah, I still be here tomorrow, but I could very well go to bed tonight and not wake up tomorrow. Right. And my life is, you know what I mean? Whatever happens after that, it just happens after that. But
we're not trying to depress nobody.
No,
the theme is, what has 2020
taught you?
That's the theme of tonight's show.
Yes. But 2020 taught me hard lessons, things that I was talking to Shorty the other day, and she said, because of 2020, she's now trying to start a business. Had 2020 not happened, as weird as it sounds, we all be going to work and doing everything, not traveling, doing everything as normal. You know what I mean? You might not be advancing because you're comfortable. Right. I'm uncomfortable right now. 2020 has made me supremely uncomfortable. So I got to do something to make myself comfortable, much more comfortable. And the people that comes behind me, I want them to be a little bit more comfortable than I am right now. You know
to solidify it.
Yes.
To solidify it, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm extremely uncomfortable, and the fact that I can go any minute doesn't make me feel at ease with knowing that I've wasted a lot of time not accomplishing the simple things that I know that my talent allows me to do. You know what I mean? I know that I'm more smarter than I've been allotting myself to be. I'm more talented than I've been projecting. You know what I mean? There's no reason why motherfuckers shouldn't know that I make music, that I make art, that I write a book, that I do whatever it is that I claim to be. There's no reason why they shouldn't know that. The only reason why they don't know that is because I've been lazy. You know what I mean? I haven't been on my dean for years. You know what I'm saying? And
well, for me, I personally, I chalk that up to being a responsible person, right? I mean, you know, it's easy to do things that you like or that you enjoy, but real life intervenes sometimes.
Absolutely.
And then especially if if it's just you, or you don't have resources to facilitate what it is that you like or dreams that you want to manifest, real life intervenes.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You know, kids, your housing situation, things like that. You know, so that's why I could commend people who don't give a fuck in some form or fashion, because then, you know, a lot of times people don't give a fuck about their responsibilities, but they'll excel in the things that they just love to fucking do. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Now, there's a gift and a curse with that. Obviously, you know, their responsibilities that they neglect suffer. You feel what I'm saying? But on the other side of that, they get fulfillment in you know, in the progression of the things that they like to fucking do. Yeah. So what we're talking about, what you're talking about, it's the adverse effect, the downside of being a responsible person. Now, as you mature and things become a little bit more clearer now, which is the beauty of what you're talking about, and the passion of what you're talking about. You know, kids get a little older. The kids now are able to feed themselves or go somewhere. Now you can come back to you. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's the balance of life and time and stuff like that. Now it's like, yo, like, you know what? Okay, now the coast is clear. I can get back to where I left off at.
Yeah, if you're lucky, if you're fortunate, if you're smart, you would do all this before you get all these responsibilities. If you're a young person, figure it out now. They say the youth is wasted on the young, and as you get older, that's the weird curse of getting older. It's like the shit you learn. It's like, God damn, if I'd have known that when I was young. But experience, to get to that part, you have to go through these experiences of bumping your head and things of that nature. But the beauty of having old heads, as they call older folks, you know, the older gods, the grandpops, the pops, the uncles, the big cousins, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Keith, your nephew. You know what I'm saying? He was on Instagram and I posted something about, you know, some god body shit. And he was like, yo, so he was like, yo, send me some, basically saying like, send me some lessons. You know what I'm saying? If you got an older god near you, if even they across the pond and they spitting some knowledge or whatever, listen. Even if you don't 100% agree with it, listen and see what the fuck can I get from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If you success leave clues. So if you interested in getting into fucking real estate, find a motherfucker who's doing it and listen to the motherfucker and learn from it and get the knowledge and then apply the shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we're so fucking, especially black people, we're so lazy on time and getting knowledge. We hurt ourselves in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So you know, salute to the young cats who I'm learning from. You know, this whole stocks and bonds and shit. I learned from fucking niggas that's in their 30s. I'm in my 40s. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, you know, everyone has their own plate they got to eat from. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And tying into what you're saying, like, you know, when I had my son, my father passed away.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to have his counsel on the life experiences that I'm having now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff I'm winging it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff I'm paying the price for because I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, someone to mentor me or give me counsel while I'm going through it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, granted, you know, my son, great kid, you know what I'm saying? You know, thank God that nothing has transpired that's been detrimental or fucked up. And, you know, I'm trying to do things the right way. But like you're saying, if you can get counsel from, you know, an older figure or someone who has been through certain things, you know, it makes the journey a whole lot more easier and pleasurable. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and yeah,
man. I find myself it's weird. It feels good and weird at the same time when motherfuckers be asking you, you know, questions from, you know, in terms of like looking towards you as like this is an older individual. He can drop game. You know, it feels a little weird because you know, and I've naturally always been the younger cat, actually, you know, trying to get information from the older guards. Now to be the quote unquote older guard to give information, whatever, in whatever form it is, even if it's just advice, you know what I'm saying? It feels weird, but it feels good at the same time. You know what I mean?
And that's why I always get mad. I always get mad at him because he always. I had to readjust the way I think. Now, for everybody out there, big shout to Sekou.
What up, Sekou?
He's a younger cat. You know what I'm saying? We grew up together. Yeah. And his brother, rest in peace, Kwame, passed away. So I indirectly became, you know, it's evident, you know what I'm saying, the older brother figure. And I always get on his ass, you know, I always complain about you. I'll be talking to this nigga, motherfucker, say something. Say something. But I had to understand that he's taking in information. He's taking in information. Being a younger dude, he's taking in information from an older dude. That might have a little bit more life experience in certain areas. You feel what I'm saying? He's not my peer per se, as like a you that we can build off of certain things because you have certain life experience and I have certain life. Not taking nothing away from him. He's a grown-up man and he has his experience. But no matter how you cut it, I'm gonna be the older dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, I'm like, this motherfucker going. It's not that he's not saying nothing. That he's soaking in information. He's soaking in game. You know what I mean? The only shit that be pissing me off is when he would be wanting to fucking say slick shit and all this stuff. That's all. Big shout to you. We gotta have Sekou on the show. We gotta have Sekou on the show. But it ties into what you were saying. You know what I mean? And What was that? Your number two? What was that?
That was my number two. Yeah. Do your part. Just show up. Just do your part. Show up. Man. That's all.
Do your part and show up.
Yeah. Take one step towards Allah. Allah will take 2 steps towards you.
There you go. Cresser. Peace to all my Cresser out there.
Peace to the Cresser.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Take one step. Take one step. He gonna like run into you. He gonna knock you down. Right. Well, he say take 2 steps back and he going jump. All right, let me stop. Yeah. All right. So my number two thing that I learned you know, 2020 has taught me is being prepared. Being prepared.
Very important. Very important.
Because boy, I ain't see this shit coming. Right? But I know personally, you know what I'm saying, I try to be prepared. And when you're prepared, it's less to fear when you're prepared.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? When you do your homework, when you study, it's less to fear when the bullshit comes at you. Because then you're ready and you know how to fucking react. And when this shit fucking came, I can't stress it enough. I thank God that I had prepared myself with my investments. Investments. When this shit hit the fucking fan and they pull the rug from these businesses and other things. I had thanked the Most High for planting the seed in my mind to prepare, because you never, especially now, I thought, like I always say, if 9/11 is Hulk Hogan, then 2020 is The Rock. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't see this shit coming, man. You know what I'm saying? But
not at all.
I tried to prepare ahead of time, you know, ways to supplement income and just try to create a nest. And I will continue to do so. Like, this has strengthened me even more. So, like, my nigga, you know what? You on the fucking right. Keep that mind state. And that's why I say being focused, trying to be prepared. That is the best thing that you can do, especially in today's fucking climate, man. You know what I mean? You know, doing the knowledge and applying that shit.
Absolutely.
And 2020 has really showed me you never know what's gonna fucking happen. I never thought that. Let me tell you, man, what's happening right now with the school system, I dreamt of this shit back in my day. I was like, God damn, why school can't shut down? What? I never thought that could fucking happen in a million fucking years. Not saying that's what I want to happen, but like, God damn, like I also never thought that stores and all that type of shit would shut down. You know what I'm saying? So if that can happen in 2020, what do you think is gonna happen in 2025?
Bro.
2030.
It's gonna be something else. You gotta get prepared.
Prepare for some bullshit, because it's I'm not saying that we can have a repeat of this, but I'm trying to say that we can have something more severe than this.
Yes, they're already talking about possibilities of a more severe virus out there, man. And
what's gonna happen when they shut off the lights?
Exactly, it's gonna be pandemonium. Do you remember Hurricane Sandy?
Yeah, for sure.
And just how chaotic it was when there wasn't enough fucking gas to go around. It was pandemonium. It was crazy.
Look at the blackout of I forgot what year that was, 2000 something. The last blackout.
03.
03? Yeah.
03. I remember that. The job that I have now, I was in the training preliminaries during that time. So I remember that was 03, the last blackout. Yeah, man. This is
anything can happen, man.
Anything can happen. Anything, and you have to be prepared to deal with the fact that the government is not going to have the answers. They don't have the answers.
You see how they're winging it right now.
They winging it. Yeah. For real. You know what I'm saying? They really are winging it. So you really have to kind of like just depending on your own wits, prepare, save as much as you can, learn a new skill if you can. If you can learn auto mechanics, carpentry, window repair, agriculture. Yes, we need motherfuckers who know how to fucking plant and all that shit. We need motherfuckers who know how to hunt. We need motherfuckers who know self-defense. We need motherfuckers who know fucking how to operate guns. You know what I'm saying? We need all of that, because you really can't depend on this government. We all need to be gathering up as much knowledge and as much discipline and as much information as possible to share amongst each other, because we really going to need each other, man.
Yes, yeah.
All this fucking bickering that we got amongst each other, all this fucking, if you a gangbanger in 2020, and your op is another black man, kill yourself. You need to join the fucking Ku Klux Klan, in my opinion. You're a Klan member. If your enemy is a black man and you're a black man, you're a Klan member. In 2000, and it's always been like that, but especially now. Go kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're a bitch.
That's nigga. That's a whole nother.
It's a whole nother show. Yeah, of course. But that's just the way I feel. I don't.
Yeah, it's intellectual warfare. You know what I'm saying? And you start to learn that as you grow older. That's the joke with all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, as you mature, you start to realize these things. You feel what I'm saying? And the other side, they can't do combat with us physically. So a lot of times, so they fight using this here. You feel what I'm saying? And again, they play for the long. They play the long game. They play the long game, y'all. You gotta. I've said this a couple of times during this show. You have to be able to think and see past your nose.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And you know, I understand a lot of the ills that we talk about, you know what I'm saying, amongst ourselves is because, you know, of our environment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you're in the jungle, unfortunately, you cannot afford to think rationally. You have to think like an animal.
Like an animal. Yeah, exactly.
You have to. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand, you know, totally, where it's like, okay, yeah, you know, but like, yo, like, you can't show no weakness when you out there in the jungle. So I get it, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? You know, times is changing, and the thing is with the jungle is that it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? They forcing you out the jungle.
And especially in our jungles, the crackers is coming in. They're moving into the jungle.
Right.
So some of the bullshit that motherfuckers was getting away with, they're not going to get away with anymore. They're not going to tolerate motherfuckers shooting at each other if they trying to fucking jog down a block to get a latte. You know what I mean?
Especially, you know, as more technology is developing.
Hell yeah. It's
more easy and easier.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Everything is on film. Everything is on film nowadays.
And don't help that social media, you know, motherfuckers be telling on themselves.
Tell themselves.
But that's a whole nother show.
It's a whole nother show. I learned that the hard way, but that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show. Trust me. He knows what the fuck I'm talking about. That's a whole nother show. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just say this, all right? Whatever you do, if it's some illegal shit, don't put it on the internet in any form.
Right.
So any form. Right. Whole nother show though. Whole nother show.
Yeah. So what was it? Your number 2 again was what?
My number 2 was do your part, just show up. That's all.
And my number 2 was being prepared.
Being prepared, yeah.
So now that brings us to our number 1s.
Yeah.
Our number 1 thing that 2020 has showed us or taught us. Whose turn is it? Is you?
My turn, yes.
Yeah. What is the number 1 thing that 2020 has brought to light for you?
Time is way too valuable. Do not waste it. It's more valuable than money. Now, what I mean by that, I learned from a book called it's the 4-Hour Work Week or something like that. I think the name of the book was. But he gave an example of, we both make $50,000, right? A year, right? Difference is, to make that $50,000 a year, you work 20 hours a week. I work 50 hours a week. We both make $50,000 a year. You do it in 20 hours a week. I do it in 50 hours a week. You're richer than me, because if you wanted to work 40 hours a week, then you made $100,000 a year. Time is so precious, important. You know what I mean? Things will go on with or without you. So whether or not you choose to participate in this thing called life in ways that will benefit you, that you might find to be stressful or hard or whatever, life is going to go on with or without you. It doesn't matter.
Much. Life's going on right now. Yep.
Right motherfucking now. You can sit back and be passive about your life, and that's cool. Or you can be aggressive and say, you know what, I'm gonna figure out a direction I want to go, and then tackle that shit, and then utilize my time the best way I can.
There's people planting the seeds to win, and people who's not planting the seeds at all.
At all.
Lose. Right.
At all, and lose.
Right now.
Right now. Right now. There's a motherfucker out here right now trying to figure out a way to get it. Yeah. Right now. There's a motherfucker out here right now who's at a gym somewhere working out right now. There's a motherfucker outside right now in the cold jogging. Take advantage of the time right now. Right now. I'm respecting time. If I think about something and it has to be done, if I don't, and I have the available time at that moment to do it, if I don't take advantage of it, I'm losing. That's how I'm looking at life from now on. Take advantage of time, because it's going to come and go whether you participate in it or not. Yeah. Time is so valuable. My biggest regrets was not taking the time. I always wanted to interview my grandmother, because I wanted to get them stories of how she grew up as a child in the 40s and in the 30s, and me. Always, I'll get to it. I'll do it. Eventually, she passed away. Now I don't have that opportunity. You know what I mean? Take advantage of the time that you have.
True. You know, a couple years from now, wherever these top 5 Dead or Alive videos may end up, there's gonna be family members and people who really love you, and people who really love me, who are going to stumble upon these videos and discover these conversations. And if you never had a chance to speak to them one-on-one, or they never got a chance to experience you one-on-one, these videos are going to help them connect with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, absolutely. And I learned that when I discovered that my sister in London, who doesn't have a chance to per se, we talk, but you know, we might not have these type of in-depth conversations where you can learn about the person and their personality, this, that, and the third. You know, indirectly, we're leaving time capsules back.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? So, in whatever form or fashion, you know, going to your number one thing as far as what 2020 has, I don't want to say taught you, but probably highlighted to you. Which is respecting time. You know, this is in conjunction with the technology that's available now. You feel what I'm saying? And a couple years prior, we probably wouldn't be able to do this.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just tying in with what you're saying is having respect for time, and these top five dead or alive podcast broadcasts that we do are actually love letters to
Hell yeah.
whoever.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a great way for us to discover things about ourselves. It's a great way for us to put motherfuckers on game. What we learning is a great way to exchange ideas, and like you say, to leave a time capsule, to have people who thought they know you, knew you, or maybe didn't know you, as the totality of who you are as an intellectual, as an artist, as a thinker, as somebody who's just trying to figure out a way. This is a beautiful way, and it's a beautiful thing. That's one thing that I definitely can say I'm grateful about 2020. This thing called Zoom, you know what I mean? Along with things like Versus. The beautiful thing about humans is we'll figure out a way. Humans are resilient creatures that a lot of us have tried to find a way to just keep going. And this thing right here, Zoom, you know what I mean? We're not the only podcast out here who utilizes this tool to connect people who are in different areas, and they can, you know, come together and have conversation or conduct business and or things of that nature. You know what I mean? It's a great way for us to utilize exactly what I'm talking about, the time that we have. You know what I mean? Because it allows for zero excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All you doing is picking up your fucking phone or a laptop and just pressing whatever, and y'all connect. You know what I mean? How you utilize this is entirely up to you, but it definitely cuts out the excuse for not having time to travel to a studio or to somebody's house or apartment or whatever to do whatever it is that y'all supposed to do with each other in terms of communicating. You know what I mean? Utilization of time is very key to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying not to take for granted the days that I have. My ultimate goal for 2020 is just to become a lot more organized. Even if I got to hire a motherfucking personal assistant, find a fucking student and give them like $50 every 2 weeks or a week or some shit like that, just to get to the point.
You got it like that.
I don't got it like that, but I know like Henry Ford, I think it was, he had to go on trial for something, and the opposing attorney was asking him, well, do you know this or do you know that? How can, you know, why should people come to you or rely on you for information if you don't know this or don't know that? And he was like, I surround myself with individuals who know those things. I cannot burden myself with trying to learn everything if I'm going to be a businessman. I'm going to surround myself with individuals who like-minded, who can work for me, or I can utilize their talents to learn certain things.
That's a smart way to do it.
Yes, you have to, because no one has all the day long to learn everything. So you want to surround yourself with motherfuckers who are like-minded, who have certain goals, who might know certain things that you don't know. You know what I mean? And this thing is definitely a great way of being able to speak to those individuals. You know what I mean? It's taking out the excuses that we have, you know what I mean, to get things done. And that's why I love this thing called Zoom. You know what I mean? That's a direct utilization of time. It cuts out the excuses. I don't got to come in the car, get in my car and drive to where you at. You don't have to come get in your car to drive to where we're at. We don't have to go to a studio and pay studio time. We doing everything
which is what we was gonna do.
Yeah, we was gonna
remember.
Do that. Yeah,
and we had a great studio. Big shout to Squirrel Podcast. Yeah, we was gonna do that. But it was like, yo, we kind of thought practically, and it was like, yo, you know, we don't really need to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, for maybe somewhere, you know, for maybe a big event.
Future shit, maybe. You know,
but as in terms of pumping up content, we don't really need to do that. Yeah, man. So that brings us to our number one thing that 2020 has showed us or taught us. Who goes first on this? You or me?
Well, I already went, so you'll go.
All right. So the number one thing that 2020 has showed me, you actually mentioned it just now. That's why I kind of smiled, and it was being grateful. You know what I'm saying? Counting my blessings and not my
stresses. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And 2020.
That's a good number one. That's a good number one, bro. That's a good that's a great number one. Yeah, you really have to. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. You know what I mean? And at the end of it all, I know we mentioned a lot of cataclysmic things and you know, end of the world speculations and oh shit, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, be grateful for the family and friends that you have. My brother, I'm grateful for you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
I'm grateful for my sisters, my brothers, you know, my mother, my father, rest in peace. I'm grateful for everyone who has who stuck with me through all my bullshit and who have showed me that they down for me. I'm grateful for the knowledge and foresight that the Most High has given me to prepare me for dire straits. You know what I mean? And I listen to it, and I'm grateful for it, and I thank the Most High every day for all of y'all. You know what I mean? Because it ain't easy out there.
Yeah.
And you know, 2020 is really showing you that it's not easy out there.
Yeah.
And I'm appreciative of the companionship and the tools that I have to make this quote unquote fucked up year not so fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I try to keep that in mind, and it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, be grateful if you made it this far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Through all the bullshit that's happening, be grateful that you made it this far.
Yeah,
because even down to like the last day, shit's still popping off.
Yeah,
even down to the last fucking second of 2020. Fucked up shit is still going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, I don't want to drill it into people like, oh, this is the most fucked up year, because in hindsight and different perspectives, maybe it's not the most fucked up.
Yeah,
year. But it's a pretty it's a pretty crazy year. But the positive that you get out of it is it show you what you're made of. If you can get this far without cracking, it shows you what you're made of. I appreciate 2020 because it showed me what you could do when them covers is pulled off. You feel what I'm saying? It showed me, you know, it showed me and exposed to me who matters and who don't matter. I use it as a cleansing period and a filter system for moving on now into these new years. We out of the 2019s and the 2010s, and we out of that. 2020 and beyond will be a different fucking ball game where you're gonna need sturdy people around you. And sturdy situations and shit like that. And if you didn't start, right now is a great time to start and just be appreciative of the people and things that remain solid through these shaky and uncertain times.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So 2020 has really made me is humble the shit out of my fucking ass.
Yeah, it's humbled me too, man.
Yeah, and it's definitely strengthened me.
Yeah.
You know, I joke with you a lot, and I say, "Yo, I'm gonna be a fucking monk," but you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, and I'm trying to be that too. It's amazing, like me personally, the things that I've been able to accomplish in 2020, I haven't accomplished in fucking years.
Congratulations.
You know what I mean? And one of the hardest fucking years on the planet. You know what I mean? To some people, perspective wise, you know what I mean? And as far as I can see, I've been able to accomplish certain things that I would have never, and it was basically utilizing exactly what I was like, shit, like just showing up, just doing the, you know what I mean, getting through it, doing the whole, how we always talking about, like, for instance, you want to get into real estate, there's so many hoops that these motherfuckers are going to make you jump through to get into, and somebody who's not disciplined, who has no faith in the situation, you know,
they would have been swayed. They would have been swayed.
Yeah, it's so easy to get swayed and get to you know, just I can't remember the fucking term that I'm looking for, but just discouraged. You know what I mean? It's so easy to get discouraged, especially by this whole year. This whole year will make you discouraged. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you just show a lot of the lessons that you said, especially being grateful, man, just being grateful that you made it. You know, every day, when you really look at it, every day is a new year, because every day, you know what I mean, your born day is a new year for you. Your next born day will be 365 days from that current time. So every day is a new year, but it definitely hits a little harder, a little different. Yeah, you're still here on this current day that we're recording this, which is the 30th on a Wednesday of 2000.
Yeah. And my born day is on the 15th, in which time I would still be younger than you.
Shit, God damn, he's still, I was just pointing that out. Slip it in. I hear you.
I was just pointing it out. You said it. You said the born day stuff. I'm just throwing that in there. You saying the born day stuff.
I hear you. You're
my
right.
fault.
You're
right.
That's right.
You know. I didn't mean.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Your born day.
I'm still the youngest in the crew. God
damn. At least I ain't L. At least I ain't L. That nigga's like 62 or some wild shit.
But L looks great for his fucking age, though.
Yeah, he looked great. Black definitely doesn't crack. Salute to my brother L. He was going to do the show. I don't want to get into everything. Yeah, that's all you can do. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
That it is what it is. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I definitely want to have L on the show. You know what I'm saying? Cause salute to him.
Big A-Star
too. He coming through, as well as Nash, Rob, Sekou, everybody. You know what I'm saying? All the homies. You know what I mean?
But what's your thought?
Jay Arthur too. Jay Arthur. I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you.
Jay. Big shout to Jay. Big shout to Tash.
Tash out. Next year we doing this shit. Everything's gonna be like a fucking well-oiled machine. You know what I mean? It's just life. We living in COVID-19 times, and niggas have jobs, niggas have aspirations, niggas have responsibilities, and we're trying to juggle every kids. Exactly. You know what I mean? Trying to juggle it all, but
not to sway your train of thought. Go what you was saying. You was saying you don't remember.
I don't. I don't even remember.
No, you. Oh well, not okay. Well, so now's a great time to go into your number one thing that 2020 has showed you. My number one was being grateful for you.
Mine was time. I said it. Mine was time. Time is way too valuable. Don't waste it.
There are people with all the money in the world who would give you all the money in the world just to have a moment in time back, just to get the age. That's how valuable youth time is. That's how valuable not wasting your time is. That there are millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires out there who would give it all up for another fucking shot.
Oh hell yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Absolutely. That's beautifully said.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautifully said. I think that's it, bro. I think that's it for the show.
Yeah, man.
The last show of 2020. This is our final show. We had another show in mind, but I think this is the show that we needed to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, man. I want to thank you. I want to salute you, my brother. I want to tell you, I want to give you your flowers on the show. I want to tell you that I love you as a brother.
Likewise.
And thanks for riding, you know what I mean, riding with me and everything that we've been trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? And it's only gonna keep going up because I'm not stopping, and I know you not stopping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You know, and I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They may not know, but the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
And everything that we mentioned on these lists, from being resilient to you know, respecting you know, time and everything on our list, you can put together in a big pot of gumbo, stir it up, and it's all relevant into what you should take in consideration moving from here on out.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? And I try not to take anything for granted. I try not to take you for granted. I try not to take all my loved ones for granted.
Yeah.
And 2020 has really solidified that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And if we you know, this is not a dark conversation.
Nah.
You know, but if anything we take from this, it's just trying to be better people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all it is. That's all it boils down to. Is just evolving, just becoming a better person, trying to tap into that godlike qualities that exist in all of us. That, you know, when you sit down a lot of times in your lonely hours, you know the things that you need to work on as individuals. I know what they are, and I decided to try my best to try. Nobody's perfect. You're not going to get it right 100% of the time. You're still going to come up short, but when you know better, you're supposed to do better. That's it.
For sure. And anybody who is tuning into the show, just know that you know, I don't have too much pride to say that I love y'all. And you know, I'm not just saying that, but 2020 has given me more incentive to drive that message home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whoever's bearing witness to this broadcast, just know that we're gonna continue for y'all, and we love y'all, and hang in there.
Yeah.
And things are gonna get better. Yes, this show is
I'd like another one, please.
Give
me another one, please. Thank you.
Hey, show me who you talking to. Who you talking to?
I can't, you know, he's bashful.
He's bashful. Ooh, I would He's bashful. I like to bash him. Whoever the fuck it is, I'll believe you. Whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, Top 5 DOA podcast, Cal Rock,
Ali Oxenfree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year. Happy holidays.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And we will see y'all on the other end of that door. Big, exuberant celebration for 2021.
Yes, sir.
The ball drop is going to be virtual. I never thought I'd see that shit in a million virtual ball drop. You know what I mean? It's crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yes, sir.
We're just gonna adapt. We're gonna adapt and keep it fucking moving.
Yeah.
And be stronger. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Hell yeah. We'll figure it out.
Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean? They can't do nothing to y'all. You know what I mean? We're gonna adapt and fucking conquer.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely right. Yo, you are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive motherfucking podcast. Stay tuned. We coming back with some more shit. All right? Peace. 89ers Warheads. Peace.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, man.
That's right, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast with Ali Oxenfree and Cali